So yogi here are practicing vipassana meditation with the purpose to experience nibbana, ultimate peacefulness or nibbana. So the question here is when we can experience the nibbana. In this regard, we need to learn three kinds of noble people, three kinds of enlightened people, enlightened persons. And then Sawaka, Pajika Buddha, and Sammasambuddha. So Sawaka is ordinary enlightened individuals. Pajika Buddha means the particular or peculiar Buddhas or silent Buddhas. So Sammasambuddha means fully self-enlightened Buddha. So what kind of enlightenment we want to attain? So decision is yours. If we want to become fully enlightened Buddha, the supremely enlightened Buddha, then of course there are parami, a lot of parami for us to fulfill. The Buddha never said, "Oh, I alone can become Buddha." Buddha who is unique to me alone. He never said like this. Anybody can become Buddha if they fulfill parami the way he did. So if we want to become Buddha, and then we need to learn three kinds of Buddha, three classifications. So Panyadika Buddha, Saddhadika Buddha, and Viriyadika Buddha. And Panyadika Buddha is the Buddha who fulfill his parami based on wisdom, mainly based on wisdom. So this kind of Buddha have to take 4 eons and 100,000 world cycle to fulfill parami. There's a 10 parami basically, and then 30 parami in a wider scale, and then 5 kinds of the jariya and practices, something like this. So many things for us to fulfill to become Panyadika Buddha, the Buddha who became fully, supremely enlightened, self-enlightened by means of the wisdom. And then the second kind of Buddha is Saddhadika Buddha. So the Buddhas who become Buddhas, basically mainly by means of the faith and confidence. So this kind of Buddha has to become this kind of Buddha, we have to take 8 eons and 100,000 world cycle to fulfill parami and many other meritorious qualities. And then the last kind of Buddha is Viriyadika Buddha. This kind of, if we want to become Viriyadika Buddha, we have to take 16 eons, double, and 100,000 world cycle to fulfill parami and many good qualities. So, which is our choice. So, if we want to become one of these three kinds of Buddha, we have to take great amount of the pain and trouble going around samsara and the world cycle, eons or years. So if we are not that courageous, and then we have to, the second choice which would be for us is Pajika Buddha. Pajika Buddha means particular Buddha or peculiar Buddha or silent Buddha, because they became fully enlightened, but they don't know how to explain the way they practice, how to help other people to understand their enlightenment. They know Four Noble Truths, but they don't know how to explain Four Noble Truths. So that's why they never gave Dhamma talk to others, but the only thing they do is they grant our wishes. If we luckily meet the Pajika Buddha, if we make wish in front of them, they will grant us, and our wish will be fulfilled on that very spot. That's the special quality of the Pajika Buddha. But the Pajika Buddha cannot talk any Dhamma to us. So if we want to become Pajika Buddha like this, so we have to take 2 eons and or 1 cycle and 100,000 1 cycle. So to become Pajika Buddha, we have to take 2 eons or the 1 cycle and encountering several kinds of the pain and trouble. So unless we want to become Pajika Buddha, we are not brave enough to become Pajika Buddha. And then we have to select to become fully enlightened as a disciple or a Buddha. That's we call Faculties, the general or the natural disciple of the Buddha, or the common disciple of the Buddha. So this disciple of the Buddha are also classified into 3 individuals: Faculties, the ordinary disciple, and a Mahasavaka, and a great disciple, Ekasavaka, and a superior disciple. So Venerable Sariputra and Venerable Moggallana, these 2 monks, among others, are superior disciple. So if we want to become superior disciples of the Buddha, we have to fulfill paramis for 1 eons or the 1 cycle. And a Mahasavaka, second grade on the Buddha's disciple, is a chief disciple or great disciple. The Buddha has 80 disciples, 40 on the right hand, another 40 on the left hand. Altogether 80 great disciples the Buddha has. So if we want to become one of those 80 disciples, we have to fulfill parami for 100 eons or the world cycle. And otherwise, there is only choice for us, left for us, is to become ordinary disciple of the Buddha, Faculties Savaka. As a great disciple or superior disciple, we have to meet necessarily the Buddha alive. But as an ordinary disciple, we can practice meditation even if we may not meet the Buddha alive. So as a ordinary disciple, ordinary kinds of the noble person, we have to fulfill parami too. According to Lady Sayadaw, we have to fulfill parami at least 100 eons or the 1 cycle. So we have 7 choices to experience Nibbana. As a Buddha, we have 3 choices. As a Pajjika Buddha, one choice. And as a disciples of the Buddha, we have 3 choices. All together, we have 7 choices. So we can take whatever choice we want. We can take whatever way we want to experience or to reach Nibbana. If we want to reach Nibbana as soon as possible, or the easiest way possible, is we have to fulfill parami as a ordinary disciple. And when we can become enlightened, having fulfilled parami, that's the question. So the time we can become enlightened is the time our mental faculties are balanced. Our mental faculties are working in harmony. And there are 5 mental faculties, Sada, and so on. And the first mental faculty is Saddha, Sada, and Indriya, 2 words combined. So Saddha means faith, Indriya means faculties, or the mental power. On the Panya, Indriya, Panya means wisdom or knowledge, and mindfulness, Sati. So faith or confidence or knowledge or wisdom or mindfulness or awareness, these 3 Saddha, Panya, Sati working in group together. So first of all, we need to have faith. Without faith, we don't do anything successfully. So when the faith is strong, and faith is become prominent factor, that play very important role in our practice. So what we have to believe, what we have to have faith in. So first of all, we need to have faith in the qualities of the Buddha, and the qualities of the Dhamma, and the qualities of the Sangha. And also we need to accept the law of the karma, the cause and effect. If we do good things, and the good benefits will come to us. If we do bad things, unwholesome things, so bad results will take place. That's the natural law. We need to have faith in this natural law too. In this way, we can have right faith or factual faith. Based on this kinds of correct or right faith, we become courageous to carry out wholesome things, and we create chances to develop wholesome deeds. So to develop wholesome things or meritorious deeds, we need to have faith and wisdom and mindfulness in harmony. So regarding the faculty of faith, what important for us to have faith in is the practice, the method we are practicing now. So what we are practicing here is a real practice. We need to have strong faith in this practice. So we are instructed to observe the rising, falling of the abdomen as a home object, and we have to experience tension, tightness, and so on. And then there are many other objects for us to observe, whatever obvious to us. By observing these mental or physical phenomena or objects, we can develop the progressive vipassana insight and enlightenment. We need to have faith in this fact. Otherwise, we won't put great effort in the practice. We get far and far away from the achievement. So we need to have strong faith. The practice we are practicing now. And also we need to have faith in ourselves, our capability or ability, our potential. We have potential, spiritual potential, or parami. It is because of our parami that we are here, right in the meditation center in the retreat. Without parami, we won't be here. Because of the parami we have accumulated previous life, we are here. We are ready, or we are practicing the vipassana meditation as explained or expounded by Mahasi Sayadaw. So we need to have faith in our parami, the parami we have accumulated life after life. That's the reason we are here practicing vipassana meditation. And then we need to have wisdom or knowledge, prominent wisdom and powerful wisdom. It doesn't mean we need to be educated like BA or Bachelor of Art or MA or PhD and so on. So wisdom here is not a secular education. Wisdom here means insight into the truth, insight into the mind and the body. They are arising and passing away. They are conditionalities. So when we see the psychophysical phenomena as they really are, that's wisdom. And then we can see them arising and passing away. And we can see them, we can discern them, they are arise and pass away on their own accord, not our way or our wish. So they are all impermanent, stressful, or not self, or there is no I or ego involved. So this kind of discernment or understanding is called wisdom in this particular case. So to keep our wisdom balanced with the faith, we need to develop the mindfulness by observing a present phenomena. We can see psychophysical phenomena as they really are. Then we can keep balance between the faith and wisdom. So the first three the mental faculties are faith, saddha, and wisdom, panya, and mindfulness. These three faculties should go together harmoniously. Otherwise, if faith is very strong, or devotion very strong, and panya, wisdom, or reasoning power is very weak, then we may fall victim to blind faith. We may believe what we should not believe. We may accept what we should not accept. And we may take refuge into the wrong things. So that's why our faith should be balanced with the wisdom or understanding. And on the other hand, if we are knowledgeable and reasoning power very strong, and we analyze everything, make judgment, everything, then we may likely to become cunning or clever or tricky. So that's why some people, they are very knowledgeable. So they even said, oh, there are only two original teachings of the Buddhas. Other than that, they are just later addition. Like for example, Dhammacakka Putana Sutta, the first sermon, and Anatta Lakkhana Sutta, the discourse on the non-self. Only these two sutra discourses are original teaching. All the rest are made and created by later scholars, something like this. So that if we are very knowledgeable, we may make such kind of foolish judgment, and we may become tricky and cunning or clever, something like this. So knowledge or wisdom should be balanced with the faith, factual faith, true faith. And in this regard, we need to develop mindfulness, observing present phenomena arising and passing away. Then we can keep factual faith balanced with the wisdom. So this means if we have faith, for example, in terms of money, 100,000 worth faith, and then we must have the $100,000 worth of wisdom, something like this. This faith and wisdom should be balanced. They should work together harmoniously. Then only can we accomplish our purpose. So there's two more the mental faculties to keep balance in between. So now time is fast. So Sayadaw we continue tomorrow. So now Sayadaw would like to talk about the walking meditation. So walking for relaxation is different from walking meditation. So walking meditation we do with the mindfulness for 1 hour. So Sayadaw recommend us to divide 1 hour 3 parts into 3 parts. First 30 minutes, and then second 50 minutes, and then the last 50 minutes. So the first 30 minutes, Sayadaw recommend us to walk a little bit faster or in a normal way, as usual, noting only one object in one step. Right step, left step, right step, left step, and so on. We walk just a normal pace. Because if we note 3 parts of the foot with the slow motion, lifting, moving, dropping, right after sitting, long sitting, it's not very suitable for physical health and physical relaxation, and also it's quite difficult to focus on the objects from time to time. So the first 30 minutes, you better note right step and left step. That's all. And then second 50 minutes, and then you develop concentration to some extent, enough to slow down your step by itself. And then you should note the 2 steps, lifting, dropping. But the right step, left step, only one object at a time, that also should not take it for granted. Should not have the low opinion or that kind of walking meditation too. It's not easy for the mind to focus on the foot. It is very important for us to note the step concurrently with the awareness. We should note concurrently with the foot moving. So the concurrence of the object and awareness is very important. It's not easy to develop, even though we note right, left. So that don't take it easy, but don't take it's something important to be concurrent with the object and awareness. And then the second 50 minutes, we should note lifting, dropping, and lifting, dropping. With the stronger concentration, naturally our step slow down. And then we should note it, trying to note it concurrently with awareness. And then the last 50 minutes, concentration and mindfulness strong enough for our steps to slow down by themselves. And then we should note 3 steps: the lifting, moving, and dropping. What important is to be aware of the foot moving from the beginning to the end, all the way from the beginning to the end. And at the end of the walkway, we should stop for a while, noting, standing, and we should note it as long as we wish. And then when we want to turn back, and note it, wanting to turn, and then note it, turning, and so on. So the Buddha is talk about expounded the 5 benefits of the walking meditation or walking. So thanks to walking, so we are strong enough to take a long journey, and also we become healthy. And the third benefit is we can free from diseases. And then also walking is very supportive to the digestions. And the last benefit is the concentration we develop during the walking practice is very durable. More durable than the concentration we develop during the sitting. So these are benefits we can gain from walking meditation. And through the concentration we develop during the walking, and we can practice sitting meditation more smoothly, and we can deal with the unpleasant sensation like stiffness or pain in the body. So there are a lot of benefits from walking meditation. So please don't be lazy to practice walking, and please make effort in the walking meditation too. So Sayadaw will continue this topic tomorrow regarding the balance between samadhi, concentration, and viriya, effort, and through the development of mindfulness. And also Sayadaw will continue the benefits of the walking meditation tomorrow. And now in conclusion, Sayadaw mentioned the 4 noble truths and make wish for all of us. There are living beings who are given Dhamma talk, or who are listening to the Dhamma talk, and many other living beings on this planet. And they all living beings and everything else, they are all subject to old age, sickness and death. They are all tortured, tormented by old age, sickness and death. They are all dukkha, suffering. And the cause of suffering is attachment to them. 3 kinds of attachment, 6 kinds of attachment, and 108 kinds of attachment. Any kinds of attachments can lead us to those cycle of suffering. The cessation of attachment is ultimate peacefulness of Nibbana and that noble truth. And Satipatthana meditation practice, mindfulness meditation, is the right path that leads us to the cessation or the attachment and ultimate peacefulness of Nibbana. So, Sayadaw wish may all of us be able to practice Satipatthana meditation successfully and according to our choice until to experience Nibbana. That's all for today.